All right, welcome outside. There we are, first view of the HighNelly as it goes and winds its way around our car park this morning. What's it all about? What is a HighNelly? Well, Martin Mannering from HighNelly.ie is here to tell us this morning.
Well, HighNelly, Aidan, the definition of one is a very strong bike with rod brakes. There it is in a nutshell for you.
And a lovely, comfortable saddle.
A lovely, comfortable saddle. Take your wife home from the dance whenever you want to do it. But these days, you know, maybe the Celtic Tiger, we lost that sort of love for these types of things, you know. But it's amazing how everything goes round in circles. And here we are again with the HighNelly, good and strong.
And you reckon there could be quite a few of them languishing in garages and back gardens around the country?
Well, I mean, the country is full of them, isn't it? I mean, how many people had cars in the day of these things?
Yeah.
It's amazing the way Europe have taken up on the bikes. Ireland had it, lost it, Europe took it up. And, you know, we're chasing our tails now a little bit, but we're catching up good and quick again.
Okay, a lot of people would have seen the local parish priest, or maybe the Garda on one in the 60s and early 70s maybe. But there's a motorised one here as well. It's just gone by us. Is that an expensive piece of machinery?
Well, it is. I mean, electric bikes is what GoEco, the company that we established 8 years ago, would be very well known for. You know, we're the only specialist in the country still that does this sort of thing. That particular bike now is handmade in England.
Okay.
It's capable of 100 miles. And, you know, people are now getting rid of that second car and getting onto that type of transport. And it's great to see.
It's great exercise as well, keep you fit.
Oh, it is. And, you know, the recession, companies like ourselves now have tripled sales during the recession. That's great to hear.
Now, if you suddenly discover a bike that belonged to your granddad or your grandma or maybe your mother or father, and it has sort of value for you in that sense, you can restore the bike, can't you? Your company can.
Well, we can. I mean, but it's like anything else. It's like this old classic here, 1960s van. You know, it costs us an awful lot of money to restore that. I'm sure we could have gone out and bought a Mercedes-Benz for the same price.
Yeah,
but the point is, do you want to do it? Has it got nostalgia? Has it got a bit of history? If it has, great. If it hasn't, you can have a brand new spanking HighNelly straight out the door. And the other thing is, you can go to any one of the 140 hotels, which we've put a hire facility into now, all over the country, free to hotels, and stay in the hotel, hire your HighNelly, go into the village and go and have a bit of crack and learn about them all again.
And they're not that expensive compared to some of the bicycle prices you see in stores around town at the moment. They're actually pretty good value.
Well, they are. I mean, you're looking here at a 5-speed HighNelly made in Holland, fantastic machine. Beautiful, climbs hills, lovely. It's got everything a bike should have. You're looking at €400 for a bike like that these days, you know, and it's good, yeah.
Now, very quickly, we were discussing the lack of a crossbar, but that's not a HighNelly. It's a neighbour maybe or a cousin.
Oh, it is, yeah. The whole history of the HighNelly is a little bit wobbly, but as far as we know, the High Lizzie hasn't got the crossbar. The HighNelly has the crossbar.
Okay, now we see sheep shearing, so we know automatically Paddy Rock's going to be in the vicinity.
Morning.
What's happening? There's a fundraiser using HighNellys, and maybe a new record might be set.
Well, what we're going to do on the 22nd of May in Ballinrobe Racecourse is to gather. We've given Marty a challenge. If we gather as many HighNelly bikes as we possibly can, this is the third rally, right, of HighNelly bikes in the west of Ireland.
The biggest.
Well, hopefully, so it'll grow. The first one started back in Corofin 2 years ago, and again, fundraising and charity events. So Western Care will be the beneficiaries of the cycle. What we want people to do is to get their old HighNelly bikes out, do them up, tidy them up. Marty has the challenge of as many as we can find, he's got to do them up.
Excellent.
Take them to Ballinrobe, right? Mary Bike Shops is the registration point. We'll cycle from Mary Bike Shops all the way out to the racecourse in Ballinrobe in a parade of bikes.
He's been peddling so hard he busted the chain. Look, and I was just about to say that maybe we should let them swap bikes, because it's not fair that gentleman had to be peddling the whole time, but he's been really giving it a go. Anyway, let's go back to the race day itself. There's a job for you to fix, Martin, later on.
Segregation, you see, he's actually parked. The 3 West of Ireland bikes are here.
Okay.
These guys are up from Limerick with the creme de la creme.
Ah, exactly.
You see, but the job is to get to Ballinrobe on the 22nd of May, right? To get your bike in, register it, and then we'll do a parade of cycles to the racecourse. All for charity and all for Western Care.
Look, he's back. Here he goes again. He's gone for another crack at it.
There's nothing to stop this guy.
Oh, right, you see, and the other man has nothing to do except steer it, because it's a motor, it's an electric engine in it.
We might say, Eamon, there's a brand new Brook saddle, still handmade in England.
Okay.
That brand new Brook saddle can become the saddle of anybody that wins the competition with the best story in Ballinrobe on the 22nd of May. Handcrafted in England to this day. Fantastic.
Look at the
your bike might be
springs.
falling asunder,
Oh,
but
great.
that will go onto your new, onto your old bike.
So if you're like me and broad of bottom, this is the ideal companion for your bicycle.
We have all right size for you at the moment.
Now, as the boss, Mary Ewan was just saying to me, will you tell that Paddy Rock on your bike? Enjoy the weekend. There it is, Sunday the 22nd of May in Ballinrobe. More details on the website, HighNelly.ie, history and details of how you can